Okay, so this is a homework for you. Make sure you download the scene file first called cigarette smoke start. Okay, so make sure you download that and post your result in the discussion so we can all see what you did. You don't have to get the same result as you see here. I want you just to spend 15 minutes doing this homework. So the answer for this homework will be in the next lesson. So let me explain a few things about your homework. So I will stop the flipbook, and first of all make sure you download the file and open the scene called cigarette smoke start. Okay, so after you open the scene you will see here I have the geo, which is the cigarette body. If I dive inside, and here you see I have UV quick shade, make sure you load the texture. Okay, I will upload this one for you, and I will go to object level, and as you see I parented the geo, which is the body, with the sphere. So the reason I parented the geo with the sphere, so when you want to move the sphere, for example, sorry, the body, the sphere move with the body. Okay, and that's why I parented this one to this one. And if I dive inside, you see here just I have simple sphere. Okay, what you need to do is just select the sphere and go to Pyro FX tab and click on Wispy Smoke. Okay, so let's click on that, and I want to explain another thing here. And another thing you need to do here is selecting the Pyro solver, and here you can control the direction. For example, if you want the smoke, if you want to direct the smoke, for example, to this direction or to Z axis, just set simple value here. For example, I will set 0.5. Now the smoke will go here and up because I have 1 to the up and 0.5 here. Okay, and another thing, if you select the Pyro solver again and you go to the shape, and here you see I have the turbulence. Okay, if you check that on, and if you come to the turbulence tab here, you will see here I have the map. Okay, so if I check that on, let me explain what this does. So let's go to the play blast and see. As you notice here, the smoke rises and we don't have any turbulence here, right? And after certain area or certain time, the smoke starting the turbulent. Okay, as you see. So this one controls the timing of the turbulence, or when you want the turbulence will happen. So you can set a point here, for example. So now if I set the point here, now the smoke will not be turbulent until this area. Okay, and will start be turbulent after coming here. Okay, and this is the control influence. So if you set this one to 1, this will have full control of the turbulence here. Okay, so this is just a control for your turbulent. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, and another thing, when you create the play blast, maybe you don't want to see the container, right, like this one. So if you go to Pyro and then go to multi, and this is the bounding box. Okay, so you can disable that. Now you don't see the container. So let's go back and let's play and see. Now let's go to object. Okay, as you see, we don't see the container now. Okay, and after you finish, just hide the sphere object to see the smoke clear in the viewport. Another thing here I forgot to mention is how to control the transparency of the smoke. So if I dive to PyroSim, and here in this node, if you come to the visualization tab, sorry, to multi, and here you see I have the density scale. So the more you decrease this value, the more transparent your smoke will be. And this is the shadow. So for example, if you decrease that, for example 0.1. So now you see I have less shadow. And here if you decrease this value, you can control the transparency of the density. Okay, so if you set this one to 50, for example, you will have more density. Okay, so that's what I forgot to mention. Okay, so see you in the next lesson.